Now that last season is behind us, I'm telling you, there are a couple teams right now who are set up for the biggest comeback. What is one team that you think, like, you know what? They might be pretty good next season. Who you got?
Okay, well, I think one team from the West that will make the biggest comeback is going to be the Portland Trailblazers. Yes, I know. The Portland Trailblazers. And let me tell you why. Damian Lillard is coming back. And when I think about comeback, I'm thinking about you were at the top and you dropped, right? So if you think about the Portland Trailblazers, they made it to at least a 6th seed in 2021, 6th seed, dropped all the way down to the 13th seed in 2022, right? Because of various injuries, Damian Lillard didn't play. Mid-season, they traded CJ McCollum. There's a couple of injuries that they had to face, and all that good stuff. And then at the end of the season, I just think they said, you know what? Y'all, minimum effort only, right? But they are set up, the Portland Trailblazers are set up for the 2023 season to really do a big comeback because Damian Lillard is coming back. Anthony Simmons will resume the role of CJ McCollum. He's going to make it his own. It's going to happen. And then they were able to fill a couple of holes what they had in defense. They brought in Gary Payton II. Josh Hart is on there. You got Jeremy Grant that can help with the perimeter defense. I mean,
Mhm.
it is a roster that can potentially really compete in the postseason by way of the play-in tournament, but I believe they can most definitely come back. And Damian Lillard is going to be at the helm of that. So the Portland Trailblazers for me.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. I like the Portland Trailblazers, but I picked the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento Kings were number 12 to end last season. Really, the only way they can go is up. I remember at the end of last season, there was talk of maybe the Kings were going to make the play-in tournament. So they were really close. There is a great possibility that they're going to make their biggest comeback on the strength of Domantas Sabonis.
I can support that. I can
Hmm.
support that.
We're
I can
talking
support
about a
that.
two-time All-Star. He led the Pacers franchise. You add
Mm-hmm.
in Malik Monk, who got that. I don't want to say he has championship DNA, but he's played around some champions last season when he was with the Los Angeles Lakers. He carried them on his back. He is their lethal weapon, I think. Right now, as it stands, Mike Brown doesn't have Malik Monk starting. So you put Malik Monk on the bench. Watch this instant offense you get when he gets subbed in. So yeah, and then also they got that scrappy defense on the perimeter. You got Davion Mitchell, De'Aaron
Mm-hmm.
Fox, and they added Matthew Dellavedova. What?
Mm-hmm.
Mike Brown is going to have a field day with those guys, making them
Just
play defense.
telling you, the
Mhm.
biggest pickup to the Sacramento Kings is their coach. I'm sorry, that right there is going to be what brings them up, which takes them to the playoffs. Their coach and them buying into his scheme. Watch. The Kings. I didn't consider the Kings because they have not made it to the postseason since 2006. So this come up will be huge if they can make it happen. So in the East, my team that I have that's going to make the biggest comeback, and they owe it to us. Now, this team owes it to us. We are talking about 3 seasons where we have anticipated that they will be in the Eastern Conference Finals because of who's on that roster, and they have not completed the mission. If they don't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals this season, this team that I'm talking about, they need to blow it up. The tandem does not work. And I'm talking about the Brooklyn Nets. They have to make a comeback. Now that they got a full, healthy big 3 that you guys are saying that they are with KD, Kyrie, and Ben Simmons, and they're supposed to be, KD is arguably one of the best players in the league. Kyrie is the most shiftiest and crafty point guards that are out there. Matter of fact,
Mhm.
people should be teaching a clinic. And then you got Ben Simmons, who is one of your favorite players, right?
Yes.
And all the accolades. Watch her videos on him if you want to know how she feels about Ben Simmons. What I'm saying is that that team should be one to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. If nothing else, that for me is their ceiling. Now, if they can surpass that and make it to the finals, then oh my goodness, then we should be having fireworks. But this team in season number 4, with these 2 players specifically, in KD and Kyrie, if we don't see deep championship run, blow up the tandem. That's all I'm saying. So yes, they owe us the biggest comeback of the year. The Brooklyn
Yeah,
Nets.
I'm not worried about it. They will make a comeback.
They better.
Yeah, let me tell you though, I'm talking about a team that started from the bottom and now they will be a team that people started talking about, the Detroit Pistons. Yep. The Detroit Pistons, led by head coach Dwayne Casey. Now, let's not forget, Dwayne Casey won Coach of the Year in 2018, took the Toronto Raptors, had winning records with the Toronto Raptors multiple seasons. Dwayne Casey has been with a job, whether assistant coach or head coach, for several seasons. That says a lot about his coaching and leadership and his ability to get a group of guys to buy into his system. Detroit Pistons were number 14 last season. The only way to go is up at this point. I mean, where else they gonna go? They got
15.
K 15. No, the Orlando Magic will be number 15
Oh.
again with Markelle Fultz out with a fractured toe. Just saying. Let me tell you, no, but Cade Cunningham, he's only 20. Jaden Ivey, 20. We still got Sadiq Bey, 23. Isaiah Stewart is only 21. He's a grown man child, like huge. And then they got Marvin Bagley III, who I think was not being used properly with the Sacramento Kings. Tremendous upside. Then they had nerve to add Bohan Bogdanovich from the Utah Jazz. A little veteran presence, a little perimeter shooting. Telling you, Detroit Pistons, they're not going to be like, I don't think they're going to be in the play-in tournament per se. I don't think so, but they could be fighting for it at the very end of the season. They're not going to be 1 through 6. That's out. I think they're set up for a big comeback.